Yeah. Mountains for Palestine and the Social Alliance legalise that party. Let's film this propaganda.
Propaganda, yep.
Yeah, good propaganda.
All sorts of propaganda here.
That's right.
No borders, no nations. Some police vehicles, there's the police station itself. And how beautiful is that? What is going on, guys? It is JT Audits here. Today we've got a bit of a different one. We're up here at Katoomba, which is a couple of hours west of Sydney, up in the mountains. And today, the usual tourists that are usually hanging around here, a lot of people from all over the place. But today, every second Saturday of the month, Mountains for Palestine have some sort of rally up here in Katoomba. Now I thought I'd come out and have a look. Katoomba is a place I used to come to as a child with my family growing up for winter holidays. It brings back memories. It's a nice easy drive up to. So we're going to go see what's going on. We've already got people here checking us out. So we're going to go see what the go is and we'll go from there. So remember to like, subscribe, throw me a comment and we'll go from there. So let's roll. Alright, so we're going to go for a walk. It's about 20 past 11. It is Saturday the 8th or 9th. I can't see on my phone. My phone. No, it is the 8th. There we go. On my watch. So, yeah, I'm not too sure what it's going to be like today. Let's do it. Yeah. I don't know what the police presence is going to be like. I'm already getting a few looks at the moment, but we might as well. We've got a small table here handing out their propaganda. So I imagine this is Palestine, Mountains for Palestine and the Social Alliance, just like Sydney. Don't know if they're uni kids or what they are. Most of the ones in Sydney are from the unis. So it's actually going to be within this square. Or actually I think it's underneath the old library, because there is the old library here and then the newer one is over the other side. So usually it's under there, so I'm not gonna, you gotta excuse the shake and the wind. It's a little bit windy up here. Of course we're up on the mountain. There's really not much going on yet though. It's only, hello. It's only about 25 past and it is a beautiful day. I think this is mainly for tourists, but nope, not today. So normally we don't, but I imagine it won't be as the numbers what we see in Sydney. But yeah, we'll hang out and we'll see what the go is. Alright, so it's about 11:45. It starts about 12. So if you're not too sure about Katoomba, this is one of the main streets. The station's just over the top of that hill. So you get trains down to Sydney. Now we'll go for a walk. It doesn't seem like there is much going on at the moment, but we never know. So I'm not too sure what to expect. So we'll go for another walk. I'm not too sure about the mountains. It's very hilly. It's just up and down. Pretty much That's why it's called mountains, right? More coal and gas. Let's film this propaganda.
Propaganda, yep.
Yeah, good propaganda.
All sorts of propaganda here.
That's right. Yep.
Absolutely.
I don't know where to look first.
Yeah.
Usually colours is the first thing I look at. I'm like, oh, colour.
Okay. Yeah.
So how often do you guys come out here?
Whenever we can.
Yeah, usually like once every 2 or 3 weeks or so.
Okay, okay. So are you part of the Socialist Alliance or?
Yeah, that's our party.
Can I ask what a socialist is? I'm not trying to catch you out. It's just I'm not too sure.
The basic definition of socialism is a system in which the workers collectively own the means of production in a democratic way, rather than, you know, just having like a minority of people who own everything and, you know, just produce things to make profit, basically.
So like the bigger corporations and
Yeah,
whatnot.
so
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Okay.
So that's the basic idea of socialism.
Fair, fair.
And sometimes it's described as like a social society would operate according to the principle from each according to one's ability to each according to one's need.
Yeah.
So in other words, everyone, you know, contributes to society based on what they can, on their talents or their abilities and everything, but everyone receives what they need as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and that, you know, everyone has universal needs,
Yeah.
like housing, education,
Health.
you know,
Yeah.
food, yeah, exactly. But there's also individual needs that certain people need that other people don't, that you'd also receive, right? So if you need a wheelchair, you'll get that without having to, you know, worry about paying for it and that sort of thing. So
They
that's
are
the
very
fun
expensive. I know that from family members,
Yes, well,
right?
my wife, she has one as well, and
Okay,
they're
yeah.
very expensive, yeah.
Especially just doing the alterations to a property just to get it,
Yeah,
so they can, you know,
sure.
get them up and
Yeah.
down, you know. So, yeah, my late nan, like she passed away 20 years ago now, but you know, she eventually was in a wheelchair and she was always saying, "Oh, give me one of those electric ones." I'm like, "No, you'll crash it," you know.
Right, yeah.
But yeah. So you guys just up in the mountains based, or do you go head down to Sydney much, or?
So I live in Penrith, so I do stuff both in like with the Sydney crew and with.
Oh, okay.
Renee.
Yeah, yeah.
From Wagga Falls, so we're up here.
Okay, so you're up here.
And
Yeah.
Renee, she was.
Yeah, I'm sort of based in Sydney, but
Yeah.
sort of travel around and film. So a lot of people catch me off. They go, "Oh, man with camera," like thinking that I have an agenda. And normally when they start talking to me, I'm like, they realise like, "Oh, okay, you're not too bad." You know, like, so I don't have an agenda. I just film everything and
Okay.
You a YouTuber?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
JT Audits.
Sorry?
JT Audits.
Audits, cool. Awesome.
So mainly I started on TikTok, got to about 30,000 followers, and then I just wanted to go into the YouTube space, and that's just started out. And yeah, mostly film the stuff in Sydney from both sides. You know, if you'd say that, you know, you have the pro-Palestine, the anti-racist side, the Indigenous deaths in custody.
Yeah, we're obviously involved in all those sorts of different
Yeah,
things.
yeah, and then also the other sort of side, March Against Australia, or for Australia, I don't know, whatever,
Yeah.
and just filming and just, you know,
See what happens.
seeing what happens and just be like, you know,
Documenting.
yeah, a lot of people, like, once they start talking to me, they're like, "Oh, okay, well, you're not too bad," you know,
Yeah,
like,
right, okay.
because I just say that, like, I'm just a man of God, like, I just believe no one should die, you know, for any cause or religion or belief. I think everyone should be loved and, you know, come together and actually have a conversation and talk it out rather than using violence. So, yeah, but, you know, when people don't really know me, they're like, "Oh, you know, like you're getting paid by, you know, Israel or something." I'm like, "I wish I was getting paid by Israel." You know, not that I would take it.
We get the same.
Yeah, yeah, was it-
By Xi Jinping or China.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish I was getting paid.
You're a paid you're a paid protester and all this stuff. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
That
you know.
happens all the time.
Yeah, right. It doesn't matter what side you sort of, you know, that seem to be on. Everyone sort of says, "Oh, you're paid," and they're like, "No, not really. No, like,
Pretty nice.
yeah." Would I take their money? Probably not. Would I take either side's money? Probably not. You know, I'm sort of a man of value and, you know, honesty.
Us lefties, we don't tend to have a lot of money a lot of the time anyway. So.
Well, yeah. I think most Australians at the moment, really.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, right? With the cost of living and everything else, you know.
How much was the median house price in Sydney now?
I read an article the other week. It's like $1.75 million for the median house price in Sydney.
It doesn't surprise me. You know, like,
It's crazy.
yeah. I mean, 10 years ago, I lived in Sydney and I moved to Brisbane for work. I was living in a one-bedroom unit that was tiny, right? Tiny little one-bedroom unit. I was paying $5.50 a week. Right, this is 10 years ago. I moved to Brisbane and I was in a 2-story house with 4 bedrooms. I was paying $5.75.
And the rent in Brisbane is skyrocketing as well.
Yeah.
Brisbane's starting to go up now as well. Like, I got a few mates that own properties and that up there, and yeah, it's just, unfortunately, that's just, you know, what it is at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
We shouldn't have to settle for it though.
well, yeah.
It shouldn't be just the way it is.
So that's what they were trying to fight against.
It's the same thing when I travel. Like, I do a lot of solo traveling and filming and that overseas, and just I love.
What do you do with all your thousands of hours of
I post on YouTube.
video?
Yeah.
Edit it all into a job?
Yeah, normally I don't edit it. Like, I believe that it just tells the story. So, like, I don't like, you know, obviously, like, there's people out there that'll clip and edit things to make it look like an agenda. I don't do that. I just let it play through, and then people can make up their own minds. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's enough left and right things out there that people clip to try to make it one agenda, which I'm kind of like.
I just mean, yeah.
But mostly the travel stuff I put on my own Instagram, like my personal one. It's just like a memory bank for me from when I get old. I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. So, yeah, but yeah, I mean, even the cost of living in Europe and that, it's ridiculous at the moment. You know, it's £5. Like, it's say when I was in England, it's £5 for a coffee. It's like $10 here, you know. And your brain's like, oh yeah, $5 isn't bad. And then you walk out, you're like, I just spent $10 on a coffee. This better be the best coffee. All right, guys. Well, I'll let you guys do your thing. And yeah, like I said, I'm pretty open and able to have a chat. So if you think that whatever, just come out and just, you know, if you think that I'm causing a ruckus or anything, but normally I just don't say anything. I just film. So, but yeah, how I see it is if you know, I come across respectful back. You know.
Yeah.
So, where in Sydney it can be quite the opposite. So.
Yeah.
But, you know, once they start talking to you, they're like, oh, okay, yeah. So, well, good luck with everything. My name's Jay, by the way.
Harry?
Harry.
Kenneth.
What, sorry?
Kenneth.
Kenneth?
Yeah.
Renee. Well, nice to meet you guys, and good luck with everything. And I'll be hanging around. So, see you guys.
Happy travel.
You too. As I always say, guys, that, you know, end of the day, it's always just be respectful regardless of people's beliefs and opinions. You know, I always believe in that open dialogue. Having open dialogue and just chatting and understanding, you know, and just being respectful, it opens up pathways and it opens up dialogue. That's the word. So, yeah. But I remember, like, walking up here as a kid, like, it just, every time I come to Katoomba, it throws me back to when I was like a child on holidays, and just brings back so many memories, like going into shops, like wanting to get lollies and sweets. These are new. Electronic parking. Yeah, so then it just continues down the hill. I have no idea where it goes. But we'll see what happens around here. If it's a bit quiet, we might go take a look at the Blue Mountains Police Station, I was thinking, but we'll see. We'll just see what goes on here. But yeah, like, you know, like I say, just be respectful to everybody, you know, regardless of your opinions or beliefs. You know, promote that open dialogue. You know, at the end of the day, people can't say anything against you if you're being polite. All right. Well, while we're walking around, I noticed this thing, so I was going to go have a look at it. Legalise that party. Vote in the Senate. Oh, yeah. Bit of doggos action. Oh, the doggos. And we're sort of upstairs at the moment. I'm not too sure what is going on or where it's going on. A ball stuck up there. It's a good job to get a ball stuck up there. No borders, no nations. How dare we have borders and nations? And obviously you didn't know by that tone, that is definitely sarcasm. Alright, so in other news, seems like there is no rally today. So it seemed like the protesters and the rally have something else better to do than to come out for Palestine. So this will be a bit of a film around the Blue Mountains in Katoomba. That's alright. Really, we're not that far from Sydney. It's good to come out and about. So yeah, their next rally apparently is on the 28th down in Wentworth Falls. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, let's go see what else we can find. Alright, well in other news, we're just going for a walk around Katoomba. We've got Katoomba music store here, and we do have church market today as we go past. Nice weather for a market. This has so much stuff on it. Alright, moved away a little bit from down Katoomba Street, and we've come up to where the police station is here, which starts in there where the black fences are. So just gonna go have a look. Pretty warm today. Excuse the wind as well because it's quite windy on top of the mountain here. So this is Katoomba Police Station. Pretty much right on Katoomba Road, all the way down there before. And as you can see here, this is the police station. Some vehicles at the front, we've got this camera too. So we'll see what's going on. Some police vehicles, there's the police station itself. So the old style brick. And then we've got another police vehicle down here. Got the big radios on because they're up here in the sticks. And then their car park is down there behind the bush. So pretty much this is the station. Pretty quiet up here in Katoomba. So yeah, I don't really know what's sort of going to happen, but we'll sort of just stay out here on the street. I don't know what that is. See that thing on the pole? It might be a camera or a sensor. Don't know what that is. Some beautiful trees though. Lovely. Beautiful. So yeah, pretty much if you follow this road down that way, goes to the back of Katoomba, and then up through that way, heads past where we started, and then up to the railway station. Anyway, we'll have one more look around. That looks like it's some sort of unmarked vehicle. And the vehicles, I don't know what the actual local area command is, what it's actually called. Got BO on there. Maybe it's this Blue Mountains area command. Yeah, it's fairly quiet up here today, so thought I'd just come and have a look at the police station. Nothing really going on. They all seem pretty cool. Famous last words, right? But yeah, there's not much really going on today after that was cancelled, the rally. So I thought I'd come and have a look at the police station, see what else we can get. So there you go, Katoomba police station. Alright guys, we made it up to Echo Point Lookout up here in Katoomba. I'm going to apologise firstly for the wind. So there's a lot of tourists up here. I came up here quite often as a kid. We look all through the valleys of the mountains. There is the famous Three Sisters down there. I used to come up here quite often as a child. And of course it is very windy, which is nice, it's keeping that the heat down. And how beautiful is that?
Like to the closest town.
Basically from the Three Sisters. Right around. Well guys, as we're here at Echo Point, I might end the video here. I mean, even though there's no rally today, still went and had a look, see some of the sights for you guys that maybe they're not from Sydney or New South Wales itself. Up in the mountains, it is a gorgeous place. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe, like, and yeah, we'll be out and about in the next one. So this is JT Audits. See you soon.